Hello, everyone. Back once again to take away a few minutes of your life. Well, anyways, this isn't really a review or anything, just a quick recommendation. Back in '91, Paul Rodgers from Bad Company and Free, and Kenny Jones from he played with the Who and the Faces. There might have been Small Faces. I can't quite remember which one, but anyways, they got together, put out this record under the name The Law, and maybe it should have just been Paul Rodgers, but anyways, it might have been more recognizable. But just a quick note that you might want to check this one out if you haven't before. Because when I went away to college, when this thing was out, there was like one other guy of 30,000 students that actually listened to rock and roll besides me, and he had this and played it all the time. There's some pretty cool tunes on it. The one that got played on the radio was called Laying Down the Law, which probably is the best song on the record. The one still rocks pretty good. And it sounds, a mixture, well, obviously a little like Bad Company because it is Paul Rodgers, but you got song written by Phil Collin called Miss You in a Heartbeat from Def Leppard. David Gilmour's on here, Chris Ray, bass player Pino Palladino. A lot of good musicians on here. Most of the songs are pretty cool, steady rockers, typical of what you'd hear from Paul Rodgers. And it's too bad they didn't go on and do anything else besides this because this one was really pretty darn good and I like it. And I was recently reading reviews and the reviews weren't that good, but hey, what do you want? This is a pretty cool record. And there's also a song Nature of the Beast written by Bryan Adams. So they had quite a few different people on here. There's a mixture of some, slower song, not really too much ballads, but a little slower paced, and some kind of those mid-tempo rockers that you'd hear from Bad Company. Well, anyways, maybe you've heard of this, maybe you haven't, but if you hadn't, it's definitely worth a listen, especially the song Laying Down the Law. Well, anyways, we'll talk to you next time. Have a great day.